ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಹಾಗೂ ಸಂಜೆ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಇವತ್ತು ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳಾಗಿ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸಕಾರರಾಗಿ ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ರಾಜಶೇಖರ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಅವರ ಪರಿವಾರದವರಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಹಾಗೂ ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಹೃತ್ಪೂರ್ವಕ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಎಂದು ಮಾಸದ ನೆನಪು, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ 18 ವರ್ಷ 2 ತಿಂಗಳು. 2007ರಿಂದ ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ ಈ ತಿಂಗಳ ನೆನಪಿನ ಜ್ಞಾನ ದಾಸೋಹವನ್ನ ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ ನಡೆಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದೆ ರಾಮತೀರ್ಥ ಸೇವಾ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಹಾಗೂ ನಿಗಮ. ಹಲವಾರು ವಿದ್ವಾಂಸರು, ತಜ್ಞರು, ವೈದ್ಯರು, ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರು, ಸನ್ಯಾಸಿಗಳು, ಗುರುಗಳು ಅನೇಕ ವಿಷಯಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತನಾಡಿ ಈ ವೇದಿಕೆಯನ್ನ ಪಾವನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಪೀಠವನ್ನ ಇಂದು ಅಲಂಕರಿಸಿರುವುದು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಾಜಶೇಖರ್ ಮೈಸೂರು ಅವರು. ಇಂದಿನ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸದ ವಿಷಯ ವೆಲ್ನೆಸ್ ಟು ವಿಸ್ಡಮ್, ಅಂದರೆ ಆರೋಗ್ಯದಿಂದ ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮದ ಕಡೆಗೆ. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಾಜಶೇಖರ್ ಮೈಸೂರು ಅವರು ವೃತ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ವೈದ್ಯರು, ಆದರೆ ಇವರ ಬಲವು ಅಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮದ ಕಡೆಗೆ. ಇಂದಿನ ವಿಷಯ ಇವರ ಬದುಕಿನ ಪಯಣವನ್ನೇ ಬಿಂಬಿಸುತ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ನನಗೆ. ಜನರಿಗೆ ಆರೋಗ್ಯವನ್ನು ನೀಡುತ್ತಾ, ಆರೋಗ್ಯದ ಸಂದೇಶವನ್ನು ನೀಡುತ್ತಾ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ರಾಮತೀರ್ಥ ಹೇಳುವಾಗೆ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಎನ್ನುವುದು ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಬರ್ಬೋದು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದೇ ಮಠ, ಒಂದೇ ಗುರು, ಒಂದೇ ದಾರಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಕೋಲೆ ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ರಾಮತೀರ್ಥ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅನೋಭದ್ರ ಕರ್ತವೋ ವಿಶ್ವಕರ್ತವೋ ಎಂತ ವಿಶ್ವತಃ. ವೇದವಾಕ್ಯದಂತೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಿಟಕಿಗಳನ್ನು ತೆರೆದಿಡಿ, ಅರಿವಿನ ಕಿರಣಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಬರ್ಬೋದು, ಹ್ಯಾಗ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಬರ್ಬೋದು, ಬರ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ರಾಮತೀರ್ಥ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಾಜಶೇಖರ್ ಅವರು ಈ ತತ್ವಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರಿದರು. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ಗುರುವಿಲ್ಲ, ಕಲಿಸಿದವರೆಲ್ಲ ಗುರುಗಳೇ ಬೇಕು. ಅಕ್ಷರ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕಲಿಸಿದಾತ ಗುರುವಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ವಜ್ಞ. ಹಾಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಂದಲೂ ಎಲ್ಲದರಿಂದಲೂ ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನೂ ಕಲಿತು ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳೀತಾ ಇರುವಂತಹ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿತ್ವ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಾಜಶೇಖರ್. ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ವಿವೇಕಾನಂದ ಹಾಗೂ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಚಿನ್ಮಯಾನಂದರಿಂದ ಪ್ರಭಾವಿತರಾಗಿ ಅವರು ತೋರಿದ ದಾರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಗುತ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕಳೆದ 25 ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ಒತ್ತಡದ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಯಿಂದ ಬಳಲುತ್ತಿರುವ ರೋಗಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮ ಪ್ರೇರಿತವಾದ ಸಲಹೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನ ನೀಡುತ್ತಾ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮ ವಿಚಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಲವಾರು ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಷ್ಟಾಂಗ ಯೋಗದ ಅನುಷ್ಠಾನದ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಕೈಲಾಸ ಮಾನಸರೋವರ್, ಅಯೋಧ್ಯ, ಚಾರ್ಧಾಮ್, ಕಾಶಿ, ರಾಮೇಶ್ವರ ಹಾಗೆ ಇನ್ನು ಅನೇಕ ಹಲವು ಯಾತ್ರಾ ಸ್ಥಳಗಳಿಗೆ ಭೇಟಿ ನೀಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನ ಕೇಳುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುನ್ನ ಅವರ ಬೃಹತ್ ಪರಿಚಯವನ್ನ ಕಿರಿದಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲು ಒಂದು ಅಲ್ಪ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಾಜಶೇಖರ್ ಮೈಸೂರು, ಸೀನಿಯರ್ colorectal surgeon and chairman of Chirag Global Hospital. MBBS and MS General Surgery he did in Kurnool, Andhra Pradesh in 1974 and 1984. Worked as district surgeon in Iran from 1984 to 1993. Treated more than 50,000 patients in proctology at Chirag Hospital and Institute of Proctology since 1998. He has trained more than 150 general surgeons in high-end procedures in proctology for the past 3 decades. Involved in doing research in proctology and indigenous development of gadgets for proctology. Integrated and associated Ayurveda, yoga and meditation in the mainstream proctology practice. First to start live proctology workshops in many medical colleges and mentorship programs to aspiring proctologists. Started Chirag Hospital and Institute of Proctology, a highly dedicated specialty center in 1996 for the first time in Karnataka. Very shortly, for the month of February 2026, a palliative care service is being introduced here in this center. Started Chirag Global Hospital in 2023 to set global standards for coloproctology practice, doing research work on proctology and doing training for young surgeons to take up proctology as their practice. This is the first of its kind in the world. Other achievements: participated in Berlin on lasers in proctology, involved in various colorectal conferences and GI conferences, fellowships courses with presenting papers as chairperson and in many other boards. Apart from IME, he is a member of many other medical associations like ACRSI, ACSI, etc. Started charitable trust charity for proctology from own funds to help poor patients and research work at Chirag Global Hospital. His aim is that no patient who enters hospital should return without treatment irrespective of his financial status. He has authored a book titled Hell or Health, Choice is Yours. ಅದರ ಕನ್ನಡ ಅವತರಣಿಕೆ ಸಿದ್ಧಿ ಬುದ್ಧಿಯ ಸುದ್ದಿ. General public health awareness. It was well received and appreciated by general public and eminent persons across the society. Friends, this book, which I mentioned, Health or Health, Kannada Avtandige Siddhi Buddhiya Suddhi, is available here. And those of you ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತ ಇಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟರೆ ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ದೀಪಕ್ ಅಂತ ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟರ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್, ಅವರನ್ನು ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ವಿಶೇಷ ಈ ಬುಕ್ಕಿನ ವಿಶೇಷ ಕೊಂಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ನೀವು ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನೀವು ಕೊಡುವ ಹಣ ಕೇವಲ 300 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಪುಸ್ತಕಕ್ಕೆ. ಆ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಅವರ ಚಾರಿಟಿ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಬಡ ರೋಗಿಗಳು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರ ಆರೈಕೆಗೆ, ಅವರ ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆಗೆ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ನಾನು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಾಜಶೇಖರ್ ಅವರನ್ನ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಅವರನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಆರೋಗ್ಯದಿಂದ ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮದವರೆಗಿನ ಪಯಣಕ್ಕೆ ಕರೆದೊಯ್ಯಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ವಿನಂತಿಸ್ತೀನಿ.
ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ? ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಇಸ್ ಓಕೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಹೂ ಆರ್ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡರ್ಸ್, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋರು ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಸ್ಕಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಅವರು ಬರೀ ಕನ್ನಡ ಬಂದಿರೋರಿಗೆ ಈಗ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ವೆಸ್ಟರ್ನ್ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮತ್ತೆ ಗೆಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್. ನೀವು ಹಳ್ಳಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಓದಿರಲ್ಲ, ಏನೂ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಏನೋ ಕಷ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿದ್ರೆ ಏನೋ ಹೇಳಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾರಬ್ಧಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು. ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಓದಿ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಧರ್ಮ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಆತ್ಮ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಾವು ಓದಿ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಈಗ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿ, ಹೈಲಿ ಎಜುಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಪೀಪಲ್. The more we become educated, we lose in touch with the reality, with the truth. More scientific we become, we are going away from that. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಈ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ ಅನ್ಕೊಂತ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಯಾ. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ದಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಯಾ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್. ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್, ಏನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನಗೂ ತುಂಬಾ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅಂತ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಆರ್ಡಿನರಿ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸೇಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್. Then Mr. Madhukar called me and asked, will you give a talk? He was wondering, see, I may have a list of things in my medical field, in spiritual field, and that too an organization like Sri Rama Tirtha Seva Samiti ಅಂತದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಏನೋ ಕಾರಣ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಈ 31st ಇವತ್ತು ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಯಾರು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ವೇನೋ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಬೇಕು. ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಅಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಸಿಗ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅಂದಾಗ ನನ್ನ ಇದು ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ. ಸರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ತುಂಬಾ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಯಾವಾಗನ್ನ ತುಂಬಾ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗ್ಕೊಂಡು ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದು ಭಾಷಣ ಕೊಡಕ್ ಹೋದಾಗ ವೆರಿ ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು, ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಎನಿವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಫಾಲೋ ದಟ್. ಅದು ಏನೋ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀನಿ, ಏನೋ ರೆಡಿ ಆಗಿ ಬಂದಿರ್ತೀನಿ, ಮಾತಾಡೋದು ಏನೋ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ನನ್ಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಮೈ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಅವರು ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಈ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ಗೂ ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಸಂಬಂಧನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಏನು ಇವಾಗ ಅದರದೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಶೋಭೆ ಈಗ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟರ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬಿಡಿ ಅಂತ, ಬಯೋಡೇಟಾ ಅಂತ. ಅವರು ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಇದು ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ಕಳಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡೂ ವಿತ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ ನೌ. ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ಜನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಈಗೋ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸರ್ಜನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಸರ್ಜನ್, ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಫಿಸಿಷಿಯನ್, ಸರ್ಜನ್ ಅಂತ. ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಡಿಬೇಟ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಟು ಎಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ಸರ್ಜನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫಿಸಿಷಿಯನ್, ವಿಲಿಯಂ ಹಾಸ್ಲರ್ ಅಂತ, ಆಲ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅಂತ. ಈ ಡಿಬೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಯಾರು ಗ್ರೇಟ್, ಫಿಸಿಷಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಗ್ರೇಟ್, ಸರ್ಜನ್ಸ್ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಫಿಸಿಷಿಯನ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಫನ್ ಆಫ್ ಸರ್ಜನ್ಸ್. ನೀವೇನೋ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಇರ್ತದ, ನೀವು ತೇಜಸ್ತದ ಅಂತ. ಫಿಸಿಷಿಯನ್ಸ್ say that we are thinkers and all that. So it ended. William Halsted ended the debate by saying that surgeons are also physicians who also do surgery. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ದಿಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಫಿಸಿಷಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸರ್ಜನ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳೋದು ಇದಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಒಂದ್ ಎರಡು ಕೋಲೋರೆಕ್ಟಲ್ ಸರ್ಜನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೇನೋ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಕಂಪೇರ್ಡ್ ಟು ದೀಸ್ ಪೀಪಲ್. ಇವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಶನಾಯ್ ಅವರು, ಈ ತರದವರು ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಅವರ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ಗೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಅವರ್ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್, ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್, ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್, ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್. That's what I have learned. That all those things can be learned if you have only intellect. Whereas this is beyond intellect. ಬುದ್ಧಿಗನ್ನ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ, ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಒಂದು ಲೆವೆಲ್ ವರೆಗೂ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕ ನಾವು ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ there are different ways of looking at it. That's what I have learned. And learning. I have not learned. I am in the process of learning. So ಇವಾಗ ನಂಗೆ ಒಂದು 10 ನಿಮಿಷಕ್ಕೆ 15 ನಿಮಿಷಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ ಹೊಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಷಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ ಕ್ಲಾಪ್ ಗ್ಯಾಂಗ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಎಂಥೂಸಿಯಾಸಮ್ ಬರೋದು. ನಂಗೆ ಅದಕ್ಕಲ್ಲ, ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ ಇವಾಗ ಡಿಬೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರ. ಸೊ ಒಂದು 15 ಸಾಲ ಓಕೆ, ನನ್ನ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ನಂದು ಆಗೋಯ್ತು, ಇವಾಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೂರ್ಸೋಕಷ್ಟೇ. ಮೇಕ್ ಮೀ more enthusiastic to bring me down. Fine. So, ಇವಾಗ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು ವೆಲ್ನೆಸ್ ಟು wisdom. Okay. How are they related? And there is inner reflections. ಸರಿ, inner reflections ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡೆ. ಸೊ ಒಳಗಡೆ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೂ ಕನ್ನಡಿ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. That's our mind. ಅದು ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ಒಂದು ಇರ್ಬೇಕು, ಒಳಗಡೆ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ must have some knowledge, some data should be there. It is empty here. So ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ then I find okay, I'll take that mirror and keep, there are so many people with so much of knowledge and energy, let it reflect and let it happen. So life should happen. That is my way of looking at life. We are all struggling to make life happen. Except human beings, all other animals know how to live. ಯಾವ್ದು ಬುಕ್ ಓದಿ ಊಟ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಎಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ಮಲ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಯಾವ ತರ ತಿನ್ಬೇಕು, ಯಾವ ಕಡೆ ಮಲ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ನೀರೆಷ್ಟು ಕುಡಿಬೇಕು, they all know inherently. We have lost that. For everything we need some author, some book, some YouTube channel, something like that, just to live. I am not talking about how to grow. Just to live, we require knowledge, which is not required. That is actually an obstacle for us. And we are full of carbs. Why are you eating this? You must have proteins. You must have vitamins. This doesn't contain that. ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ತಿನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಾಗ ಒಂದು ನಾಯಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ನಾಯಿಗಳು, ಬೀದಿ ನಾಯಿಗಳು, ಮನೆ ನಾಯಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬೀದಿ ನಾಯಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ನೀವೇನು ಆಫರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಶುದ್ಧರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಫ್ರೀಯಾಗಿ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಥವಾ ಅವಾಗ ಕೂಡ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಚುಚ್ಚಿಕೊಟ್ಟೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ದೇ ನೋ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ಅಟ್ ಎ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಬಿಟ್ಕೊಮ್ಮ ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಬಚ್ಚಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತ. ದೇ ನೋ ದಟ್ ಫುಡ್ ದಟ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡೆಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದೇರ್. ಓನ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇವತ್ತಿಗೆ, ನಾಳೆಗೆ, 100 ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ, ಮೊಮ್ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸಾಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ಅವರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಗಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಸೋ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್. ಸೊ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್ not to add some more knowledge, but to remove the knowledge. See, let us get rid of the knowledge. ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕನ್ನ ಭಾರವಾಗಿರೋದೇನೇನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ದೇಹಕ್ಕೆ ಭಾರ. The burden for the body is fat. The more you have put on, you will be struggling. Mind, this one is emotions. Mind is ಭಾರ. ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕಕ್ಕೆ ಭಾರ. If you want to go in spiritual path, knowledge is an obstacle. I will explain how. Fine. Now, the ultimate aim of ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕ ನಾವು ನೋಡಬೇಕು. So the Maya is so cunning. In whichever way, in whichever path we are going, wherever we reach, we think, oh, we have reached here. This is the ultimate. It makes us think that. Oh, this is the way. This is the ultimate. Whichever every step it will be causing them to come out of it. To come out of it is that knowledge is required. ನನಗೆ ಇವಾಗ ವೆಂಕಟೇಶ್ ಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದಾಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಯಾವತ್ತಾರ ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸರ್ ನಿಮ್ದು ಯಾರು ಸರ್ ಗುರುಗಳು ಅಂತಾರೆ. ನನಗೆ ಗುರುಗಳು ಯಾರು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗುರು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಯಾರು ಅಂತ ಒಬ್ಬ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಇರ್ತಾರೋ ಅಂತ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಡೌಟ್ ಬಂತು. ಸೊ ಐ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ವಾಂಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಡೂ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಗುರು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ನನಗೆ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಗುರು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದೇನೆಂದ್ರೆ ಅಖಂಡ ಮಂಡಲಾಕಾರಂ ವ್ಯಾಪ್ತಂ ಏನ ಚರಾಚರಂ ತತ್ಪದಂ ದರ್ಶಿತಮೇನ ತಸ್ಮೈ ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರವೇ ನಮಃ. ಒಂದೊಂದೇ ಅನಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಅಖಂಡ ಮಂಡಲ. ಮಂಡಲ is sphere. The spherical shape is the only shape where it is equidistant from the center. ಹೌದಾ? ಅದು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪರೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. There are no corners. In any other shape there will be corners. So it is like anything that spreads from the center, which expands, will be in spherical form. You see, ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗ್ರಹಗಳು including Earth, everything will in spherical shape. So ಆ ತರ spherical shape ಇರೋದು ಅಖಂಡ, ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಬ್ರೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಇಟ್ಸ್ an unbroken ಮಂಡಲ. Shape is that ಮಂಡಲ ಆಕಾರ. ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅದು? ವೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್ ಮಂಡಲ? ವೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್? ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಚರಾಚರಗಳಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್. ಹೌ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಇಟ್ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್? ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೋ ಸಟಲ್ ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಅಂಡ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಅಚರ. ಚರಾಚರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟೂ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೇಕ್. ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಚರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವೇನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಜೀವಿಗಳು ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅಚರ ಸರ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್. There is nothing which is not moving. Whatever has existential lead we can see, they are all moving. ಒಳಗಡೆ electrons move ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, atoms move ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. Everything is moving. For us, from human point of view, with our limited mind and brain, we are assessing that this is small, this is big. What is small and big? This is red, this is blue. There is nothing there, that's not true. Our eyes are interpreting it as blue, that's it. Our eyes are interpreting that this is spherical. If our eyes are in a different way, if it is arranged in a different way, we will be seeing different way. ಇವಾಗ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಒಂದು ಇದು ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆಲವು ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. For them that is truth. You have a red colored, this one is the whole world is red. If your lens is made of red color, whole world will say this is the truth. So that is not the truth. So adike whatever we are interpreting is only our own. So akhanda mandalakaram ವ್ಯಾಪ್ತಂ ಏನ ಚರಾಚರಂ. ಚರಾಚರ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು whatever is already existing, ಅಂದ್ರೆ what we can interpret as an existential reality. Andre mass and energy. These only two things we know in the whole universe. Either it is mass or energy. That's how we interpret. That is all moving. There is nothing which is static. And that which is made of all this mass and all is not even 5% of the cosmos. The rest of the cosmos, there is no, we can't see, we can't interpret it. It is nothing. But in that whole that this one in that is achara. Chara is all the existential thing which is reality and which is not, has not manifested yet. There the whole secret is there in that. That dark energy, that dark mass, that darkness. Oh, this one is made of darkness. Once you go out of our worldly this earth, it is also dark. When the sun is not there, it is fully dark. So it is made of dark matter, dark energy. In that whole intelligence, what is running through things in that. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಐಡಿಯಾಸ್ ಬಂತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೈಲಾಶ್ ಮಾನಸರೋವರ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಟ್ರಿಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪರಿಕ್ರಮ ಅಂತಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಪರಿಕ್ರಮ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ನರ್ ಪರಿಕ್ರಮ, ಔಟರ್ ಪರಿಕ್ರಮ. ಇನ್ನರ್ ಕೋನ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್. ನಾ ಹೋದಾಗ ಫಾರ್ಚುನೇಟ್ಲಿ ಲೆಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲೂ 37 ಜನ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೆ. In the 37 people, only 3 could finish the whole, going to the nearest point. I was the only senior citizen in that. Not that I was the fittest, nor I had an ambition to do it. I got ready. From the beginning, I have never attended any yoga classes or YouTube classes or somebody brings a book and give, I'll see and do on my own. Not any satsangs, not joined any missions, nothing. So it simply happens. So somebody called me, will you come? Okay, I went there, and it happened. So there, on the last day of the parikrama, we could reach up to say 500 meters away. We are sitting here, just 500 meters in front is Kailash. So that time when I saw it, 15 minutes I was lost. Nothingness. But nothingness. Nothing. Where am I? Who am I? What am I? Where am I? Nothing. This only disappeared for 15 minutes. I didn't know that 15 minutes I was in that state. The other person was sitting there, he told me, with your eyes open, you are somewhere. After that, once you feel nothing, that feeling of lightness, so light, all of carrying ego, this one, I have done this, I am better than this, all that when it disappears, you don't require any knowledge. Everything will be driven from there. So after that is in 2019, I finished and I came back. Then somebody came and asked me, would you like to write a book? So I thought, what book I can write? I can write something on my patients and all who will be interested in the book. You must have some other applications. I told, yes, I do spiritual counseling for people who are a lot of this. For the past 25 years, in whatever I have learned, whatever, I was just blabbering and people are telling, okay, I got some benefit of it. That's what happened. Why don't you put it in a book form? They asked. So then I started. I just started. 15 days later, Corona happened. Complete time, lot of time for me. And that book also not that I referred somewhere and started writing. I didn't know what to write, it started. Early morning, 3:30, I wake up with thousands of thoughts. Just write 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, again I sleep off. Again 2 days, nothing comes. Even if I think I write, nothing comes. Then suddenly 10 o'clock, I want to sleep, it will wake me up. So it was simply coming and I put it into a book form. After, of course, I rearranged it, made it a story form, fun and all. So book has happened already. That book is the introduction for the book has been written by none other than Sri M.N. Venkatachalaya. He has written the foreword for the book. So all those things happened. So what I observed is things will simply happen if you surrender. Surrender in the sense, not that you must be falling at the feet. So today, I'll be discussing about wellness as well as wisdom in a little different way. Because I don't have, really, let me be frank, I don't have a knowledge of Vedas, Upanishads, Ramayana, Mahabharata, nothing. Here and there, what I have heard, here and there, somebody gives a book. Today, Pai sir has given, Shanai sir has given some book. So tomorrow, I will read something and it will go into my mind. And I can't remember also Bhagavad Gita, all that I tried. But even if I by heart, tomorrow I have forgotten. But the extract, the essence, I know it. That essence is more important. So even in my life, what happened was when I was in final year MBBS, the 15 days exams were there, final exams. That is very crucial period. So as usual, we went to a temple to pray that whatever questions, whatever I studied, questions should come like that, all that. So I went there and we were all standing, 3 of us. Some people are waiting there. Asked, what is this? Some Swamiji is coming, he will give a talk. What is the word? I studied in Andhra. Some Swamiji will come and tell some stories, Ramayana, Mahabharata. With fun, we'll have fun. will enjoy it. They were standing. When Swamiji came with a long beard and all that purple robes and all. They very graciously came and sat. You are all waiting here to see what this Swamiji is going to talk. I am going to ask you a question. We were taken aback the way he was speaking English, all that. What is religion? Asking what is this question? Never thought of it. You all think that I study very well. We become doctors, engineers, and then marry a beautiful girl, have nice children, and have a beautiful house, a car I buy. And when I retire, I buy Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is not post-retirement entertainment. Swami Chinmayananda. Swami Chinmayananda, taken aback, simply standing like this. So 10 days Gita Gnana, I didn't know anything about it. I knew about him, not Gita Gnana. I was taken aback all the 10 days, in spite of having final exams, is the toughest in MBBS. So even when we go to toilet, we used to take some notes and we'll be reading. So that time I attended the teaching. But I didn't become any disciple. I didn't see how I got to go. Thank you. Very good. So that is the background. How I got all this knowledge is he my guru or not? So when I was describing this Akhanda Mandalakara, I got an idea that if he is a person is a guru, he can't be the Mandalakara. And if the Padam is what we interpret as foot or feet, a mandala can't have feet. So Akhanda Mandalakaram, inner Vyapta, Characharam, that Padam Darshitam yana. That Padam means word. So this is knowledge which is ruling the whole question is intelligence. That knowledge. The word, Padam is a word. So that Padam, that word, that knowledge when you get, Darshitam means when you imbibe that, when you see that and imbibe that, for that Guru I am very pranam. It can come from a human being or a great human being, not all. And we can even learn from anything in the world. Now my present Guru is my dog. I am not joking. I am learning to have a dog at home. So many things. So this is the way to live. See, he will come. And when I have gone out and he will come and all that, expecting so much excitement, attachment. So suddenly I will get some sound comes. My duty. No attachment here. You know, this is attachment and detachment. And so much of love, but when duty comes, no attachments. So whether it is eating food, the way it shows without any reason how we should be happy. We will be happy without any reason.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮನೆಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ಕಾರ್ ಇಳಿಸಿದ್ರು 54-95 ಅವರು ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಆ ಕಾರನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದು ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಅವ್ರ ಮನೆಯವರು ಗಾಡಿ ತೆಗೆಯಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. 54-95 ಗಾಡಿ 54-95.
Sorry, again. So the Guru is Guru is not all that important. Shishya is important. If you become Shishya, Guru will see Guru everywhere. Means Shishya means you are ready to get the knowledge. Your ability to see the opportunities, ability to see, imbibe the knowledge from anywhere without any bias. He may be a child, he may be an elderly person, he may be an uneducated person, and maybe even an ant or a donkey. We can learn from anything if we keep learning. So Gurus are always everywhere. Only Shishyas will have to become. So once you become that, things will happen. So there is no need to follow any path. I am not telling whoever is following a path is wrong. So there are so many paths. Everybody says the same thing. There are so many paths to reach the truth. Our ultimate aim is to get to the truth. When? So there are so many paths to reach the truth. So you take any one path. So ultimately when it reaches, it will be too much of rush there. That's too much of there, go over a path. Supposing you are going in this path, okay, then you see that path is there. Not much of crowd joining there. This is the matter. Okay, exactly. Example is okay. You then you say this is the next second jump. So my approach is that if you following some path, then there is a better, simpler one. Let me go through. Let us make our life simple. Many people are simple, are very well disciplined. Early morning 4 o'clock they get up and then they do all the activities related to religious purposes. Yoga ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, japa ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. I am doing all that. What I am telling there are people, now I am doing all that. So people who do all that and then they will be fully stressed. And I ask, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ 4 o'clock ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಸತ್ಸಂಗ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು, meditation ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. So you are stressed by these things and what you should do. So the very fact that whatever you are doing, you must do it happy. That is the basic fundamental requirement for living. So from wellness to wisdom. What is wellness? What is the difference between wellness and health? Wellness is a process. So you have to follow certain process, some disciplined processes of how much you have to eat, when to eat, when to get up, what are the things you have to do, physical work, what you have to do, mentally how you have to take care of it, environmentally what you have to do, spiritually what you have to do. Certain processes you follow, that is called wellness. All those processes are meant to be well-being. Well-being is what we call the health. So health, usually people think health means you have to be following certain parameters, medical parameters, BP, sugar, cholesterol, body weight, BMI, these sort of things people will always big files and they'll be getting checked, ECG, this one is there, second opinion, third opinion, search on Google. So with all this one, everything is normal, but they are not healthy. So I have my own definition of health, parameters of health. Health is HEALTH. First H is happiness. So you must be happy. Then enthusiasm. You must be enthusiastic. Then you must be active. You must be enthusiastic, but there is action. Action is required, they will be going back. You must be active. Then you must be HEAL, lively. Mingle with everybody. Be lively. Then you have to have trust. The maximum worst thing what is happening now in the present generation is lack of trust. They don't have trust in themselves, they don't have trust in anybody, and they don't have trust in him. So that is the very, very important thing is that. So who has got trust? If you have trust, everything will simply happen. The doctor goes there, allode ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. So that trust deficit is causing a lot of problems and fights and misunderstandings, cases, all that are happening because of that lack of trust. Patient doesn't have trust in the doctor, doctor doesn't have trust in the patient. So trust. Last stage is harmony. You must have harmonious living. We comfort with everything. The more we complain, more we are suffering. Wellness is over. Okay. So now, wellness is all the processes of what you are doing. They are not wrong, but don't do under stress. You how to do it. If you miss one class, if you miss one yoga, this one, it's all very okay. But one day you will do puja, one day you will attend to some temple, one day you will do once you will do some sandhya, it doesn't matter. All the processes are for going forward, not to get stuck with that. In fact, as you go on traveling, you have to leave behind all. You should not be in first standard, I will be telling only 2 months or 2. You must go beyond that. So that is about health, the parameters of health. Even if you have some different parameters like BP, sugar, some variation, it doesn't matter. If you have all this, Vishwanath, he is example for the health. Whatever he gets checked, he is not bothered about it. He says that okay, whatever is to be done, you do it. That's it. He is not worried about it. A typical example of health. Okay. Now, so health and disease. So there are two things. Arogya is not exactly health. Health is swasthya. Swasthya is su astu swasthya. Happy. Being happy is swasthya. But you can tell be happy. What is the process of being happy? If I get this, I'll be happy. If I have this, I'll be happy. If I get more of this, I'll be happy. If they don't get, I'm happy. No, this is how we are happy. So all that happiness, what we get by doing something, getting something, they are all temporary. We are happy when we get something. And then the moment we get that, we are worried whether we lose it, or we want more of it, or nobody should have it. These three factors will again remove our happiness. So, working for happiness or towards happiness is one way which is very temporary and it is never ending. The quest is never ending. It is a different way of being happy. That is working with happiness or for happiness. Means you are already happy. And then you are working. Not for happiness you are not working. You are already happy. How to be already happy? That way I have written in the book. The secret is in the book. How to be happy? Because we are all made of happiness. We are not happy. We are made of happiness. We are made of peace. That is our original state. It is. We are made of that. I am happiness. I am peace. I am not peaceful. I am not happy. I am happiness. I am peace. I am eternal. So how to get that and all that, how to understand that are written. Whatever are written is the thing new. There is nothing new that can be invented or discovered. Discovered is maybe, but invented nothing. Already everything is described in our books. There is nothing new. Only it will be repackaged and then it will be told in different contexts. See, there was a time when Vedas, everybody was able to understand. When they could not, then Vedavyasa has to come and make it into divisions and then again into Upanishads, all those things. So gradually now it has come to a stage. We require a lot of other explanations for it. And it should be contextual and for the present generation it should apply. It is applied, this one whatever we are is not applied now. Right? In the book I have written, like this is a hardware. There is operating system here. There is internet there, how to download, in that language, so that youngsters will be able to connect. Because I saw that youngsters are suffering from very intelligent, hardworking, ambitious, but falling prey to health issues. All hospitals you see, between 25 to 45. You name the disease they have it. And we are depending on them to take Bharat to a different level. So with that I have written. So, that is about wellness, health and disease-free is a different thing. So, swasthya and arogya. Roga is also arogya. If you don't have disease, it is arogya, but they need not be healthy. Health is these parameters. Then. How to get it and all, I have already given a hint about it. Then, wellness I have discussed. Now next wisdom. But there are three levels how we get knowledge. The first level is, we call it information. What we get is information. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. A child will by heart and I know 2 1s are 2. And it's so happy with that. But it doesn't have meaning. The information won't give us any benefit. We are simply overloading information of the information. Completely overloaded. If everybody what they tell, we accept that. Everyone who condemns that, we condemn that. So that information itself will not give any benefit. On the other hand, it is a burden. So don't go on accumulating information, especially at the present day. There is no need for us to get any information. ChatGPT gives us it. No, why you should go to for information? No, information is easily available. Not only information, it is interpreted information. Knowledge it is. So next level is knowledge. So the child was learned 2 ones are 2. When it goes to 5th standard, 2 into 2, you tell 4. What is meaning? 2. 2 2s are 4. 2 1 2 2. 2 2s are 4. This is the meaning in math. And start applying it in maths and get some marks. So then you get some benefit by knowledge. That is, you will know it. But knowledge also will not give full benefits. Till you practice it, till you are living in that knowledge. That is called wisdom. Wisdom is living in the knowledge. I know everything, but I didn't write in the exam. So many people will be telling me, ಎಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿತ್ತು ನಾವು ಬರೆಯಲಿಲ್ಲ ಗುರು. So, knowledge has to be converted to wisdom. And whatever knowledge is not converted to wisdom, again it becomes a burden. So, collect as literally information as possible. Convert it to knowledge, understand it. Because we will all know there are people who will be telling complete Lalita Sahasranama, Vishnu Sahasranama, Bhagavad Gita. But it's will be talking about complete Veda, all 4 Vedas there. When they go home, yeah, what is use of that knowledge? No. So, if you have knowledge and if you are not converted into this, it is of no use. To convert it, whatever little knowledge you are converted into wisdom. The same boy, but from this one he has learned 2 ones or 2, 2 2s or 4, then maths, then he became an engineer. For example, Madhukar, then you will see like this. Sir, he is not measured. He is living in that knowledge. Minimum that is wisdom. So in any knowledge, in any field of knowledge, only when you get wisdom, it is beneficial for us. So wisdom, I am talking of wisdom. So understand that is more important. In whichever field, there is no job or field which is superior and inferior. We are all doing his job. Simply he has put us in different positions. We are all playing roles. It's as simple as that. Simply we are playing roles. Today I am a surgeon, that one is not affected. Tomorrow if my finger is not working, no more surgeon. If this is not working, no more doctor. No, if this is not working, I can't give a speech. So this is also temporary. All these are roles given by him. Play to the best of your effort. Whichever role. I tell an example for people. You have done all your hotel 9 o'clock, you have work and went home. And wife starts telling, more this in the Kasdola Nabila. Housemaid has not come for 3 days, the toilet and all that becomes so dirty. Okay, 9 o'clock. To go and clean it. Fine. Istella Vati, Istella Kashta, Vishampada, Yella, you don't want that. No. See, they will simply do like this and go, what interest they have, let me do it very nicely. Brush nicely, clean it. How nice it is. When you do that, then when you go to your bed, you are going happy. Morning and getting up, you are happy. You have frustratedly done. Next day, your thoughts will stop. You go and shout at somebody. For no reason. So all that is written again in the book, how the thoughts will come, from where the thoughts are coming from, what are thoughts, what is that, who am I, everything is described. This is too a small introduction to discuss all. So that is about wisdom. Now, about Adhyatmikata or spirituality. I will just give glimpses of all whatever I have understood. What people think spirituality is a very higher level, this one we will learn at a later stage, it's not meant for everybody. if I am doing my work, why should I know all this? So, how I define spirit? Spirit is the least common denominator of life. If people know about what is least common denominator, LCD in maths and other studies, that means if you go on remaining, this is not me, my name is not me, this is not me, there is something in the end. What is me? What I am calling as I? What I am feeling as I? That is me, that is you, that is all that. What we call as Atma, spirit. So this is, we are knowing what about yourself. We are not studying something, spirituality or something there. We are learning to know who we are. That's it. Who am I? Is this? I am the spirit. What is that spirit? That I want to know. That is not spirituality. You are pursuing knowing about yourself, because if you really know about yourself, you know the whole world, whole universe. We are all searching to get the knowledge from outside. If I want to know what he is thinking, I have to ask him, assess him, see his background, all that. But if I see myself in him, I know what he is thinking. In the same this one, there will be some people, something is talking, we came for something, blabbering. It is right, because I also will think when I go to some other place. There are some people who are very nice. Some people want to be checking their mobiles. So it's all, that's all. I represent everybody. He is there in me and I am there everywhere. Once you understand that, we will not have anything like jealousy or superiority complex or anything like that, because there is no second person there. There is no somebody else there. I am there everywhere, including here. So I will be able to even make fun of myself, because I am looking at Shankar as a fellow who is talking something, who is thinking that, oh, whatever type of help for you. And I feel that ego. When it comes up, then I tell it to Ram Shankar. Hey, Ram Shankar, I'll have to just there. So even you are able to segregate that, separate yourself, that is detached. Usually when we get detached, so detachment, I am attached to myself, that is not detached. You are getting detached from your body, your mind, your intellect, your ego. Manobuddhi, ahantara, chittanena. Aham means aham. Mana, buddhi, ahantara, chitta. That is detachment. Not detachment from it. Your activities, detachment, your family, friends, your society, your world, that's not detached. You just get detached from yourself, from your ego. You are detaching from yourself. And all other things arise from, he is mine, he is not mine. This is mine, this is not mine. Will all come because of our identity with the ego. Fine. Next. So that is about, no, I'll, instead of talking too much about the other things like Vedanta and all, which my knowledge is almost zero. Fortunately, I told when Madhukar asked me which topic you wanted to talk, I told him whichever you choose. Unfortunately, I didn't tell him, or Mundaka Upanishad, that the Mandukya Upanishad, there are two difference in other, I got lost. So, the simplest extract of whole this of Vedanta in 32 stanzas, somebody has described. You know all that. Bhajagovinda. You end out for late, you read Bhajagovinda and get answers. There is nothing that has not been described in Bhajagovinda. It is simple. Language also is that it's not a Vedantic Sanskrit. The real Sanskrit where Kannada, Telugu and all will be able to decipher little help from some English. So in that only two stanzas I discussed today, which is relevant for all of us. One is, as I told you, Guru Charanam Bhaja Nirbhara Bhakta, last stanza. Guru Charanam Bhaja Nirbhara Bhakta Samsara Achira Bhavamukta Sendriya Manasa Niyama Devam Drushasi Nija Hridayastam Deva. lost. So first time when I read about it, what is this? All gurus fall attack it. Guru with Gulam Amal, all gurus are so selfish. Guru Seva, all that we are there. Then I got an answer. Guru, he didn't tell all that make it. Guru Charana, who is the Guru of all gurus? That is the meaning of Guru. Then as I told you that I discovered the meaning of Guru, Vyakanda Mandalaka. So Guru Charana Ambuja Nirkara Bhaktara. Charana means one the direct meaning is feet. Why is it called Charana? It will take you forward. So Guru is knowledge. Charana, which will take the Guru, which will take you forward. Ambuja is lotus looking. Okay. Why is it called Ambuja? We arising from the water. Why is it called Ambu? Ambu is which flows. So the Guru, the knowledge, which takes you forward, Charana, Ambuja, a flow of knowledge. Nirvana Bhakta, in that flow you must be sitting without very stable, without moving. In the flow of knowledge you must be stable. Nirvana Bhakta, Bhakta is who is attached, who is unmoving. So in that, once you are in that knowledge, flow of knowledge, you are stable and you are sitting. Samsara, Achira, Bhavantaha. So from the samsara, from the worldly affairs, instantly Achira, instantly Bhavantaha. You are getting released. So in that, there are 3 words what I found: Mukti, Moksha, Nirvana. We loosely abusing that. I just analyzed and found out there is subtle difference. There are one and the same when you are reaching, but there are subtle differences. When we call Mukti is release, just getting released. You are in a jail. You have made your own prison with all your thoughts and your emotions and all that attachments. So getting out of that is Mukti. Jail is you came out of jail. So that is only release from the bondage is Mukti. Having got relieved from the bondage, what is the next step? Normally, if you surrender to someone, so if you believe in Vishnu, you are doing prayers, you are praying him and do pujas and all that, you will go to Vishnu Loka. You are doing some yagas and all, you will go to Swarga Loka. Something like that, different lokas. Is that our aim? Other China go, America go. Ill America go, China all people who are in US are happy. They are more stressed. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಖುಷಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಮೆರಿಕ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಮೆರಿಕ ಸೊ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಹೈಯರ್ ರೆಲಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ being. That doesn't mean much because it may be facilities wise it may be better, body wise it may be better, diseases may be better. All others which are again you are struggling with the same body and this one. You may be having some kiritagadha and all that, like Vishnu may be looking in the Vishnu Loka. In this one you may be having some wine and all that in Swarga Loka. And with the dancers and all that. But are we striving for that? If that is the case, we can get all this here only. Then there are many people smarter than us who are already getting all this here. But that is not our ultimate aim. Our ultimate aim is moksha is that where you go to different realms. Mukti is you come out of this bondage. Moksha is Narendra Moksha, you go to Vaikuntha. Moksha is you are reaching some other realm. Nirvana is where there is no movement. That means you are not coming back again. In all other realms you have to come back again. Once you have enjoyed your this one, Punya, so from Swarga you have to come back, from Narayana Bhakta, like Narayana Sena you have to come back. When Narayana comes from the Narayana Sena, you have to come back. Go through all that, fights and all that. Whereas Nirvana is the last to this one, where you are not in the cycle of birth and death. That is our ultimate aim. For that, how to practice? For that, I go to one more stanza in between. There is somewhere in the middle. So when I was simply sitting, somebody came and follows all the things very properly. Time is very disciplined. So I was simply talking to him about these things. Suddenly, satsang is over. Somebody made that's so. Sattur Sangha. Then first I laughed. Sat, they went to Sat. Truth. They reached to the biggest Sat Sangha means that's something. In search of all the people who are in search of the seekers. So, this one of seekers. So they are going, they are discussing there. That is the first step for others. When you want to go towards Adhyatma, the first step is satsang. But 99% get stuck up there, thinking this is the end. That is only the first step. Why I will explain, I will prove it. Satsangatte nisangatvam, nisangatte nirmohatvam, nirmohatve nischalatatvam, nischalatatve jivan mukti, bhaja govindam, bhaja govindam. So, satsang is the first step. And we think I am attending satsang and I got a lot of knowledge and I know every epic and everything. So, this is the end. That is again Maya. Maya playing its trick. Governing be happy. So, satsangatve nisangatvam. First, you have to come out of sangha. Yes. What is sangha? Sangha is attachment. So, your mind is going everywhere. So, you go to satsang, so that it will all go to one particular way, one particular path. For that, satsang is important. Otherwise, I want to do this also, that also, I want this also, so many things. So, if you jumping from one to other, not achieving anything. So, when you want to go towards Adhyatma, or go to similar minded people, and then that is the first process. Then that should lead you to Nisangatva. Nisangatva are no attachments, coming out of attachments. As I told you already, what is detachment? Detachment is, as I told you, it is not that you have to get rid of the world, you have to go somewhere and do. Occasionally you have to do all that to get a grasp of it. 5 months, 6 months back, I had gone up to Rishikesh and Haridwar with one backpack. My dhotis I kept, and water bottle, and mobile, little cash, and went off. Then I didn't book any hotels, and I decided I will not stay in any hotels. I'll eat outside food. Just went off. And I don't have any contacts, nothing. I don't have anything about Rishikesh. Somehow I met, I had some doubts. I wanted to take sannyas. Sannyas. That is ultimate. Getting rid of. See, when we don't have anything, we want to then accumulate. Then it becomes a burden. You see anybody, the highest people who reach, they go on doing the foundations, money, they go on giving up. Why they should give? I haven't done that much. No. Infosys Foundation, Wipro Foundation, all foundation, Microsoft Foundation, crores and crores, they go distributing. That's a burden. Well, it is the most burdensome thing in the world. So, when you start giving the happiness what you get is much more than what you take. When you understand that, you start giving. So, you go on giving and you have nothing. It is ultimate. Because even giving has got its own limitations. Because to give, you must again get somewhere. So, you know, Matte will go and collect funds. And it could be a charitable foundation. That itself is an addiction. Even giving is an addiction. You don't have anything, either you take nothing. I don't want anything, or I will give anything. Whatever comes to me is mine, whatever goes also is somebody else's. That is sannyas. You'll be doing everything, you'll be acting. So to get that answer, I went there. They thought I'll get answer directly from there, not from some human being. Whoever it is, a contaminated this one will get answer. I went there 15 days. All the 15 days in different ashrams, whom I don't know anybody, they don't know me. I was guided. Somebody called me, sir, Shivananda Ashram. First day I went there. I got evening they do Aarti, Ganga Aarti. I was standing somewhere in a corner. Full rush was there. I was standing in some corner. So the person who was conducting, he just came, held my hand and pulled me out. Kitne log aaye? Akela. Now he made way for me, made people get up and made me sit in front. And some dog somewhere came and sat in front of. So after that, somebody called me and gave me this one that Rajshekar you have gone for some answers for a question. Why don't you go to Mahavatar Baba cave? There is a cave called Mahavatar Baba cave. Why don't you go there? So I just took a taxi and went up 250 kilometers away. I didn't know where to stay. Simply I was going. My classmate called me. She called me. Rajshekar, we have a guest house there, just 30 kilometers from there. We are staying there. Why don't you come and stay? So every day I had some arrangements are made. And one day in the month Ganga, they made me do. So these are the things which happened. How am I related to them? Why are they doing all that? And not only because of this. Because everybody did this. A lot of people are much more. There are more sannyasis and missions everywhere you will find it. So something is happening. So Satsangatva, Nisangatva. So Nisangatva I got there. I got the answers there. I went to that cave. I was meditating. 5 minutes, nothing happened. Then suddenly, बहुत प्रश्न लेके आए. अगर चाहे तो दर्शन दे सकता हूँ क्या? आपको आपका पूरा प्रश्न को उत्तर दे सकता हूँ. और उत्तर चाहिए. कौन पूछ रहा है प्रश्न? मैं पूछ रहा हूँ. तेरा अहम पूछ रहा है. Yes. मैं आपका सभी प्रश्नों को उत्तर दे सकता हूँ. उसके ऊपर और एक साथ प्रश्न आएगा. कौन करना, कब करना, क्यों करना, कैसे करना, उसको उत्तर देता हूँ. उसके ऊपर आप सभी लोग पूरा जिंदगी प्रश्न और उत्तर में ही गुजार जाते हैं. चाहिए तो तेरा हमको निकाल सकता हूँ. got worried. Don't worry. डरो मत. थोड़ा थोड़ा छील के निकालो. Okay, no choice. Okay. अब तक तुम तेरा गाड़ी का चालक था और मालिक भी था. अब सिर्फ चालक बनो, गाड़ी को संभालो. मैं मालिक बन के दिशा दिखाओ. Just sitting like this, without my hands went like that to the ground. Nothing went wrong. So like happily I came out. And again, when I was like, it has all happened in my mind. My mind always asks questions, intellect has given answers. It's okay. Anyway, I got answer that it is my ego which is causing all these issues. So I have to work on it. Like, third day I went to an ashram. I told over there they got that Gangapida. In that ashram, one of the trustees there, he invited me for lunch in his house. Then he introduced his review and he told, sir, इस हमेशा प्रश्न पूछते रहता है. मैं उसको उत्तर देता हूँ उसके प्रश्न. पूरा जिंदगी उत्तर में ही गुजारना है. Same way, same form, same this one. Must have been. There is never मोहताज. मोहताज यही मुझे 3 दिन पहले ऐसा ही आता था किसी के ऊपर बोलता है. Then I know that it is not that I have imagined that it has come from somewhere. So many things. All the 15 days I was taking care like VVIP. And then I knew that okay, we need not struggle with that. For every one of us is leading. He is giving way. We are not aware of it. When we tell, no, I will do this, no problem. Do it, never problem. If you simply live, I will take care. If you want to do yourself, it is your choice. He has no objection. And you want to struggle. So whether to struggle or just to, that is not surrender. Surrender means whatever happens, you accept it. This is he has given this job today, that job today, today he has given food, tomorrow he doesn't give food, today he has given disease, tomorrow it doesn't matter. I am just playing the role. These are only you are playing the roles. None of these roles are permanent. We all know it. And still will be hankering for this role. ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರೆ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ ಈಗ ಅಕ್ರಾಡಿಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಭಾಷಣ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ, ದೇವರ ಬಸ್ ಪಾಲ್ ಆಗ್ತೀನಿ, ಅನಾಥ ಆಶ್ರಮ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. This sort of things will come. This is also a role. There is nothing great or less in that. Let me play the role. Just let us all play the roles given to us. Happily, we will not play the roles given by him. We can't choose the roles. Roles are given by the director. He is directing us. Let us all play happily. And all our ultimate goal is to not to get back into the same drama again and again. That also takes time. Maybe another 1,000 months later I will get it. This doesn't matter. We are not worried about that also. And let us all practice it. And I hope I have removed certain knowledge from you, make your lighter. Anybody has got any suggestions, doubts?
Importance of significance of time in this journey.
Time.
Yes.
That also written in the book. What is time? Time, there are two different types of time. One is what is ticking in the clock. That is equal for everybody. That's the only thing equal for all of us. I don't have time, I don't have time. People say, but the time Modi is doing so many things, whole world is running around at the same time. How can I tell for one hour with a strike? I don't have time. So that time, what was thinking, I don't have time, I don't know how to kill time. That is the gap between our thoughts. Supposing you have gone to some village, there is only one bus back to Bangalore, you went at 3 o'clock. So just now the bus went down, another 3 hours got the next bus was sitting. 1 minute, then okay, you open your mobile and started saying, sir, he was out of it. The same this one, time, 3 hours has gone up in 2 minutes. So that time is relative this one. What is, because you are engaged in thoughts, time passes up. You have no thoughts, you can create time, you can kill time. That is one more time. Other time, when your time is up, okay, kala kriyati gacchatyaya tadapya manchatyaya shakvaya. First time that itself is there. Bhajagovindam, Govindam, Samprapta Sangeete Kale. Then here Nakshatra to Greek. That kala. What is not bothered about you? Simply it is going. All our karmas, everything, whatever actions you are doing, whatever thoughts you are doing, all are recorded in time. Time is a chakra. So, whenever we hear time coming last time what I have done, now when it comes here, okay, it will affect me. I have to undergo that. It will go back again. I have done something, now it is recorded. So, in that Kala Chakra, it is all deciding when, where, what, how it should be done. All opportunities are given through our own karmas. Nobody else is responsible. We will not be sitting and going with all that won't work. Whatever we do, it is not a physical act of it. It is the intention behind our actions. So whatever intentions we are doing is recorded subconsciously in our own mind. That will come back as our purpose. That is the significance of time. When that time ripeness will get in people. No, you will try everything, but the time is not ready. It has to happen. So that they have discovered the way Jyotisha and all that. That is all those organisms, again, recorded in some nakshatras and all. All nakshatras are Rukti. In meaning is not something that nakshatra, what is the meaning? What Karmas was stored in that. On that particular day, from that nakshatra it is reflected, and we take birth on that particular contract. And that will dictate our future. So there is a lot of, they have discovered everything. There is so much that you have learned. But do we need everything? Our ultimate goal is Jivan Mukti. Jivan Mukti, what we call it. There are two types of Jivan Mukti, what I have understood. One is, how do you know somebody is in Jivan Mukti? He has attained Jivan Mukti. Who doesn't have fear or greed? He is in Jivan Mukti. He is doing everything. But he is not worried, he is not scared. Simply doing. Now I want this only, somehow I will get this not there. He has attained Jivan Mukti. There are many people there, that's all. Okay? Well, just do the whatever they get, they are happy and all. But that it doesn't end there. Because you want a permanent mukti. While living, you are doing all your wisdom. The other type of Jivan Mukti people are highly about Jivan Mukti. They will be like this. They are not connected to the world. They will be somewhere. They will be going there. They are real Jivan Muktas. They will not get, they will be getting even after death. Even after Jivan Mukti is over, they will not come back. Because there are no plans, there are no desires to come back. There are no agenda to come back. They are just doing it. They are simply living. Whatever get they that's a level. And what is the difference between Guru and teacher? Acharya is different from Guru. Acharya is Shankaracharya, Madhvacharya, we call them Acharya. Shankara Guru will afterwards operate sons. They are all Acharyas. Acharyas will give the dictums, they said the do's and don'ts, everything they teach. Guru will not teach anything. In fact, sometimes Guru may even obstruct your path to test you. Guru may obstruct, Guru may make trouble. But that's the real. He will not tell. He will learn from. Who are to learn from. Even if he tells, he will not, it's not a very, this is my class by 6 to 8 or 8 p.m. I do this. Guru won't. There's so much of that sort of thing we can all understand if we go on applying our this one without simply following. This is simply by heart taking it.
ರಾಮತೀರ್ಥ ಸೇವಾ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ನಡೆದ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಮತೀರ್ಥರನ್ನ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಓದಿರದೇ ಇದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ರಾಮತೀರ್ಥರ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ವೇದಾಂತವನ್ನು ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗುಣಪಡಿಸಿದವರು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಾಜಶೇಖರ್. ನನಗೆ ಉಪನಿಷತ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ವೇದಗಳು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಜನರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರು. ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಮಾತುಗಳಲ್ಲೂ ಹಲವಾರು ಉಪನಿಷತ್ತುಗಳು ಬಂದು ಹಾಕಬಹುದು. ಮುಂಡಕ ಉಪನಿಷತ್ ಬಂತು, ಮಾಂಡವ್ಯ ಉಪನಿಷತ್ ಬಂತು, ಆತ್ಮಬೋಧ ಬಂತು, ತೈತ್ರಿಯ ಉಪನಿಷತ್, ಎಲ್ಲ ಉಪನಿಷತ್ ವಾಕ್ಯಗಳು ಅವರ ಮಾತುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂತು. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಹುಶಃ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ವೇದಾಂತ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಇದನ್ನು ಓದಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಓದಿ ಅಂತ ಬಯಾಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ. ಹ್ಯಾಕ್ ಬದುಕಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹ್ಯಾಕ್ ಬದುಕಬೇಕು, ಹ್ಯಾಕ್ ಅವರನ್ನು ಮುಟ್ಟಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ವೈದ್ಯೋ ನಾರಾಯಣೋ ಹರಿಹಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ಶಬ್ದ ಕೇಳಿದ್ವಿ. ಇವತ್ತು ಅದು ಸಾರ್ಥಕ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ವೈದ್ಯ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವೇದನೆಯನ್ನು ದೂರ ಮಾಡೋದು ವೈದ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ನಾರಾಯಣ ನರಸ್ಯ ಆಯಣ ನಾರಾಯಣ, ನಾರಾಯಣ ಆಯಣ ನಾರಾಯಣ. ವೈದ್ಯ ವೇದನೆಯನ್ನು ದೂರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ನರರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಆಶ್ರಯ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಹರತಿ ಇತಿ ಹರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಹರತಿ ನೋವನ್ನ ಹರಿಸೋನು, ಪಾಪವನ್ನ ಹರಿಸೋನು, ಅಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನ ಹರಿಯುತ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್, ವೈದ್ಯ, ನಾರಾಯಣ, ಹರಿ ಮೂರನ್ನು ಇವತ್ತು ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಮಾತಿನ ಮೊದಲಲ್ಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನಾನಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ನದಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಇದು ಈಗೋ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ, ಈಗೋ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಈಗೋ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪಾನ್ಷನ್ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಾ ಯಾರು? ಎಡ್ಜಿಂಗ್ ಗಾಡ್ ಅಂತ. ಈಗೋ ಇದ್ ಕಡೆ ಭಗವಂತ ಇರೋದಂತೆ, ಈಗೋ ಹೋದಾಗ ಭಗವಂತ ಇರ್ತಾನಂತೆ. ಅರ್ಜುನ ದಿವ್ಯ ಚಕ್ಷು ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ. ದಿವ್ಯ ಚಕ್ಷು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಹಂಕಾರ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಮಕಾರ, ಅದನ್ನ ಹೋಗ್ಲಾಡಿಸುವಂತ. ಅಹಂ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು, ಮಮ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನದು. ಈ ಎರಡೂ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರೋ ಕಡೆ ಭಗವಂತ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಈಗೋವನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರೇ ಭಗವಂತ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಬಹಳ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನನಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಚಿದಾನಂದ ಅವರ ನೆನಪಾಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಹೀಗೆ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ವೇದಾಂತದ ಗಹನವಾದ ವಿಚಾರಗಳನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಾಜಶೇಖರ್ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗುಣಪಡಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ ವೇದಾಂತದ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನ, ಭಕ್ತಿಯ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನ, ಭಗವಂತನ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನ, ಬದುಕಿನ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನ, ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗುಣಪಡಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ರಾಮತೀರ್ಥ ಸೇವಾ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಆಧಾರಪೂರ್ವಕ ನಮನಗಳನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸುತ್ತೇವೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಗೌರವ ಸಮರ್ಪಣೆ ಮಾಡುವ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಪಿ ವಿ ಮಯ್ಯ ಅವರನ್ನ ಗುರುಗಳು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಮಾಯಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾಯಾ,
ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಮಯ್ಯ ಅವರು ಬರ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ.
ಮಯಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಮಾಯಾ. ಮಾಯಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಯ, ನಂದು ನನ್ನಿಂದ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಮಾಯಾ. ಮಾಯಾ
ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಗುರುಗಳ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಶಾಂತವಾಗಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಂತಿಕ ಸಂದರ್ಭವಾಗಿ ಆಭಾರವನ್ನ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಪಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ